All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be bowling a game against each other. A professional versus our friend Dennis, the amateur, and the pattern we are bowling on is the house shot. Now, I'm going to let you guys know, professionals are not the greatest on the house shots. They are unbelievable when you don't have miss room, but when the pattern has miss room built in, it levels the playing field just a little bit. So Dennis, I'm a little worried about this, that you might make me look bad.
I hope so.
I hope not. All right, so we'll get into bowl. So first frame, I'm up. We have already bowled on this pattern a little bit. There's probably 2 games worth of shots on it. I am deciding to go with a Magic Gem. It's the strongest ball in our bag. It's generally the first ball out of my bag when I'm either practicing or bowling a game. It gives me an idea of what the strongest ball is doing, if it gives me control or not. I'm playing the middle part of the lane, house shots. They have a bunch of oil in the middle part of the lane, so when we started out, I was out to the right. Now I'm in the middle part of the lane using the oil as shim. The strongest ball we got, and Dennis has no chance. All right, I would not let that affect your first shot.
I would. All right, so Brown's throwing the Magic Gem. I'm going to be throwing this Tour Dynamics and try to splash the pins around a little bit if I can.
That's pretty good. Oh, that breaks my heart.
This is the hard part. Gonna have to
Mix spares.
spare this without my shoes, without my ball, without my thumb. We're gonna give it the old college try.
You got this, big dog. Come on, spare. Oh my goodness. What a spare.
That's a tough one.
All right, so through frame 1, I got a strike. We're gonna keep going. Dennis is throwing the Tour Dynamics because his look was a little bit better, but if he keeps ringing 10s. All right.
You wait till the lights come on to throw all the strikes. Is that how it's gonna be today?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I thought both of my shots were a little rev heavy. I was kind of expecting them to hook a little bit too much, but that's the beauty of house shots is there's a bunch of oil in the middle part of the lane. So if you accidentally hit it a little bit too much, there's extra provided skid. So thankful for that provided skid, 'cause
Yeah.
now I got a lead on you.
Yeah, you do. Try to throw it a little better. Not really gonna make a huge move. Felt pretty good about the last one.
Slide.
All right, so we're gonna spare this one, and then I think I'm gonna throw a different ball. That's what I thought I was gonna do on the last one. I got lucky.
And to give Dennis some credit, he's using my thumb. No, that was actually Kyle's
Using
thumb.
Kyle's thumb.
I'm watching my first 2 shots. They went a little bit high they struck, but they went a little bit high for my liking. I'm gonna move a 2 and 1 left. We're gonna get a little bit more into that oil. That's gotta hook a lot.
Oh!
So we spoke about the built-in shim in the middle part of the lane. Now there's house shots have built-in hook to the right part of the lane. And honestly, that's why I like throwing the really strong balls, is because it blends both of those. If it hits the hook out to the right, it doesn't want to overhook or underhook. It kind of still reads and gets to the hole like it just did, but if I get it to hook a little bit too much, it's still gonna blend and go flush. I thought you were changing balls.
I was going to, but I think I'm too stubborn. I think I can throw it good enough to strike.
All
So I'm gonna
right.
try to do that before going full panic mode and switching balls. We're gonna try to throw a good one. Oh.
Little carry down.
Hook! All right, well, I said I was gonna throw it better. Didn't do that.
It's an easy spare.
An easy spare. A good old 3-7. We can do it.
Spare! Yes, he spared it. The 9 dash and the 3 spare.
Pretty
All
good
right,
when the 10 pin's not up there, I can get them.
And that was just a weird shot. The thing we're looking for here is just getting comfortable. This could be a good ball for him, but your last 3 shots haven't been very comfortable with it.
Nope.
So you were in the middle of like changing balls, and then you decided not to, and then that one was pretty
Then we
bad.
got 3.
Okay, that tells you what?
Tells me
We're changing balls.
we're changing balls. Not because the ball did anything wrong on that one, but because I just don't know what I'm doing with it right now. So we're gonna try to find something else, I think.
So now we got a turkey. If I'm Dennis, I'm thinking I'm gonna go to a stronger ball like I've been throwing, just to get a little bit more room. No! All right, so a little grabby on that one. That one was definitely a mitt full. That's the downside of throwing a really strong ball, but that's okay. We got a 3-bagger and hopefully a spare. Please spare. Get 2. All right.
Couldn't even do me a favor and like chop that one.
I gotta stay ahead of you.
Fair enough.
Okay, so what are you gonna do? Throw the summit?
I'm gonna exercise a little bit of gamesmanship here, and we're gonna be throwing the exact same ball, same thumb.
I was hoping you'd do that.
Same everything, and hopefully that gets me in my bag and you out of your bag.
Yeah. Okay.
That was it. Kyle's thumb's not good enough. I need that B Millie thumb.
That's an important thing to notice is when you were throwing a weaker ball, you didn't get that control through the pins. That was a little high, and it didn't 4-pin, it didn't 9-pin. That's good ball motion. Okay, so now as his competitor, I'm looking at that as well. And him being my competitor, he saw us striking with this ball, so in theory,
had to get to it.
Yep. And if you're bowling league out there and someone's striking with a ball and you're not, and if you have that ball, or if you want to go into the pro shop and buy the ball, it wouldn't be a bad idea. All right, so now my last one hooked. I'm just going to go ahead and keep moving. A little bit too much hook for my liking. Last shot. Okay. So I made a 3-2 move. Last shot, I didn't necessarily manage the hook as well. It hooked too much. I made the move into a little bit more oil. Bang, bang, now I'm back on the train.
The comments will back me up. That 9-pin wasn't there. You need all the help you can get. Having them put extra pins down back there and everything.
The 9-pin wasn't there.
It's all right.
Wasn't 9-pin.
It's all right. You need all the help you can get. I understand.
Well, now you need a double.
Now I need a double.
You're only down 20 if you double.
Only down 20 if we double.
Oh, that's close. All right.
That's the ball right there.
I think you should throw the one you started with.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
So the Tour Dynamics, if you look at the numbers on the Tour Dynamics in the core, it has no differential, which means it has very little diff. It has low differential, or flare, has low flare. This ball has a ton of flare. And that's the deciding factor on, whether or not the ball is blending the pattern or not. So Dennis went high and flush, struck on both of them. That's telling you it's the correct ball. All right, now we're in a shootout.
Really putting the pressure on me.
This is the thing about house shots. They are designed for people to strike. So if you want to excel at them,
you can't get 3 spare. All right, nice and easy. Same as the last 2. Make a good one. A little bit of hook, and I didn't really belly that one at all.
Right.
I was pretty up the lane, and with this ball, it's just hooking the second it hits that lane.
Tough spare here.
Tough spare.
Perfect. Wow.
Slide that 9 out. That's a hard spare.
Class demonstration on the 3-6-9-10, huh?
I hope everybody had the notepad out on that one.
There isn't a whole lot more adjusting we have to do the rest of this game, I don't think. You just gotta hit triple 20. It's a matter of repeating. Woo! I'm really loving the way that ball rolls out.
That one was that 4-9 ball roll though. We needed that lane to be in about an extra foot, I think.
Yeah, and if I'm throwing a cleaner bowling ball like the Virtual Energy Blackout, it's not guaranteed to have the high strikes like that and the light strikes. Sometimes you're 4-pin, 9-pinning, 2-pinning. That's the ball.
That's the ball. Make a little move left on this one based on what we saw in the last frame. Hopefully, get back to the pocket.
Hook.
Did that same thing.
Now, did you move on that one?
I moved, but I just dropped the ball.
You just dropped it.
I just dropped the ball. That's a me error. Happens.
All right, next spare. All right, that should have been a spare. But to go back to your previous one that hooked too much, I was gonna tell you, and I thought there needed to be like a 3-2 move, because even though you didn't execute that one perfectly like you did the previous couple, you're probably fighting a little bit of transition that I'm causing, because I'm farther left than him. I'm causing a little bit more hook for you in your line. So even though you could have thrown that one better, I still like the fact that you moved. Obviously, you just missed it off your hand. So I got a pretty good game going. I guess we can strike out with 278. It's important to understand the transition that is kind of being created that's at a disadvantage to Dennis for being a low rev rate. So if a lot of you guys out there are bowling the house shots and the high rev guys are kind of torching the pattern a little bit, it's still imperative for you to kind of get in and use that oil in the middle part of the lane. Okay, so that one was a little bit farther left than the previous couple, but that's why we're using the middle part of the lane. We want to use the shim. All is good. Now, what are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna do the move left and kind of get a little closer to where you are, just to kind of see what's over there. But I also think that the right's just kind of going away, so I'm gonna just try to get there a little earlier than I probably normally would.
Wow, that was really good. That was actually a really good shot by Dennis. He slowed his ball speed down just a touch to give it a little bit more time. The issue is you're moving into my line.
Yeah, so I feel like normally for me, if I was just like bowling league or whatever with other non-professional bowlers, that part of the lane would probably be more available. But with this specific ball that hooks this much,
yeah, it's just responding to friction a lot.
It's ready to go the second it gets down there.
All right, don't chop the 6 off the 10.
I will try not to.
Oh, yeah. All right, so good game going still. We know we have room. And again, it's darts, triple 20. We're just trying to throw the best shot we can. And we should be comfortable because we know we have room. All right.
Late 9.
It's about time I bowl pretty good on one of these videos.
It is, it is. I've gotten the best out of you a couple times, I feel like, so.
Yeah, and I'm just using the middle part of the lane shim. And that's important on house shots. A lot of them are different. Some of them hook a ton. Some of you bowl on wood lanes. Some of you bowl on really hard lanes, like pro-am lane. But regardless, the design of the pattern is for you to have scores and to use essentially the middle part of the lane.
All right, so I'm gonna stand even a little further left than where I was last time. Just trying to find exactly like what Brad said, that oil in the middle of the lane, since this ball wants to hook so much.
That was really good. All right. Did you do anything a little different?
I just moved further left. I'm trying to do the same thing you're doing, finding that oil. Whereas for me, how I would normally bowl is I use the friction to the right. I don't necessarily use the oil in the middle. So this is kind of a different area for me. But with what you're doing in the lane and the ball that we're both using,
kind of makes you.
It's just I have to be over there.
But that's important that you said that because I think a lot of people out there do try to use the hook to the outside part of the lane. It's uncontrollable when we always try and use that hook. We can do it, you know, maybe a game or two, but man, all that oil in the middle part of the lane, slide is consistent, skid is consistent, and it's what makes the ball go down the lane. So we want to utilize that as much as possible. So 10th frame here, we have a chance to beat Dennis by 100. And I want you to let him know in the comments. Now my shots have not been totally like perfect, 100%. They've entered the pocket at different angles.
I think they've been all horrible. You're just getting so lucky against me. That's all it is.
That's why we have the right ball in our hand. You know, a difference between shooting a big game, 278 and 178 is a ball. All right, let's see if we can double on the 10th here.
And you don't even plaque 10 on that one? I thought the 10 was standing for sure.
And again, we got to give it to the ball, you know? I mean, it is so possible to not shoot 200 on this if your ball reactions are not right. So I got one more. Almost a 300, Dennis. What did I leave, 610?
Yeah.
Get the old grab-a-rama going on. All right. That feels good.
278.
Bring it in.
278, that's all you give me? You give me
good.
One miss, and I was dead by frame 2?
Now you got to strike out.
All right, I'm going to try to find a little 3-bagger action.
Triple 20.
Try to throw this one as good as I threw the last one. I gave Kyle a little wink behind the camera on that last one because we threw it pretty good. So try to do that again.
That was good. Oh!
See, for me, I think with that Tour Dynamics or probably a lot of other balls, that 10-pin is always going to stand, and you get the right ball and it just chops it right out.
Yeah, and I'm glad you threw that shot because if you're a low rev rate out there, you can still get pins to fly and move, and you can still get pin action as a low rev player. Gotta have the right ball in your hand.
All right, so we got 2 in a row. Let's see if we can make it 3 from all the way over here.
That was really good too. Dang!
All right, I'm warmed up. Let's pull the game.
The Players' Championship is in about 1 month. You in there?
I'm in there like swimwear.
Oh, yeah.
If I strike here, I win, right? That's the principle. Whoever
Shoots
strikes,
199.
Whoever strikes last.
And I didn't get you by 100. Weigh in. Look at this.
That one in.
Dude, that was awesome. You used the shim.
Yeah,
Look at that. He used the shim, low rev rate. The 6 still kicked out the 10.
I like that oil in the middle. I might have to start playing in there.
Oil in the middle is nice. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. A little bit of strategy between an amateur and a professional. A lot of times when house shots transition, they transition like this. A lot of hook gets built up. and then a lot of oil stays in the middle, and we just want to make sure we're managing. And the oil a lot of times is easier to manage with a stronger ball. So again, I hope you guys liked that video. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe, and we'll see you later.